Hello, my name is Hannah, this is I Has Art, and I am Stashbusting my craft supplies for a year. Apologies for the wobbly hand cam on this one, but my friend has gone on holiday and asked me to cat sit. It was recently her birthday, and I am really crap at staying on top of people's birthdays, so I missed it. However, she's not at home, and I have her house keys. We are due an absolute scorcher this week, so I'm really hoping that I can get out into the garden and plant some herbs that I've bought. I had a look at the sage, and the sage is already not doing very well, so I need to get them in the ground quick. So I'm hoping later today I can plant my herbs, as my idea is to have a lovely bushy herb garden, because anything else is just too much to manage. So we're going to get all these over there. I have a friend who I'm currently cat sitting for. Now this friend I've known since I've got into the video game industry. She is super lovely, and she always gets me a little something, like when she goes on holiday or when she just sees something and she like thinks of me, birthdays, Christmases, and I am absolutely at getting presents for people, like renownedly I don't know why, I just don't think, probably because I have so much stuff and we live in an age where everyone just buys what they want. So unless I have like a cool crafty idea to give someone, I'm really bad at presents. So I'm currently cat sitting for her while she's away on her birthday holiday, which means I have the keys to her house. And I have a bunch of yarn that needs to be stash busted. I already have one. I am using the cactus pattern to make these really cute little chunky boys, and I'm going to do the cats of 4 seasons. So I followed the original, or more or less followed the original pattern for the cactus, which I will link down in the description below. You can also buy it. His ears are a little bit wonky. So I'm modifying this pattern to make 4 little kittens that I am going to hide in her house and then she has to find them. Let's see how I get on. in the cat's butthole. Stuff in the cat's butthole. All day long, stuff in the cat's butthole. It's a little cat poop. Little cat poop. Apologies for looking haggard. It's warm, and I don't like it. I don't do well in the heat. There's my husband. Can't see him because he's hiding behind my chair. Hello. There's a leg. So, as mentioned before, I've been cat sitting for a friend of mine. It was her birthday. I didn't realise it was her birthday. I'm a friend. So while she was on holiday for her birthday, I made some stuff for her. Cats! Cat plushies! So I'm going to hide these cat plushies in her house. So I'll go through the plushies first. I will share the link for the main pattern that I used for these. It was the cat kuss pattern, where the first one that I did, obviously the one that I actually did in a sensible amount of time, is probably the better looking one out of all of them, as I wasn't rushing because I decided 4 was a great number. And I didn't completely do all the cactus details. It doesn't have the spines or anything. I just decided to do the green, and it was quite a pale green. It's not very cactus green. And with the blossom on, it looks more like a cherry blossom. The original one was like a yellow center, but I did it with red to make it look more like a cherry blossom. So I decided this is going to be Spring Cat. The next one I did was in this orange yarn, which I have quite a bit of, and I don't know what to do with it because nothing is really that orange. So I've made him into a little sun. He's a little sun cat, and I'm so annoyed that I didn't realise that I made his mouth a bit wonky, but it just looks like he's got a cool mustache. So he's got a cool mustache, a little angry face, and a yellow tail. And then we have Autumn, who is really cute. Again, I didn't realise that when I was stuffing him, his whisker kind of went in, so he just kind of looks like he's got a random thing. And I love how this maple leaf turned out. Like, I knew it would curl up and I wouldn't block it, so it actually came out really cute. I love this. I'll share the pattern for this down below as well. And finally, Winter Cat, which I think is my favourite. I understuffed this one, so it's more squidgy than the others. And I love this little snowflake. So much you can do with slip stitches, I'm telling you. But yeah, this one's really cute. So these are my 4-season kitties. And I'm going to hide them in her house. I'm not going to tell her that I'm going to hide stuff in her house. Originally I was just going to hide them and see if she noticed, but I thought it'd be more fun to do a treasure hunt to confuse her when she comes home, because I'm that type of friend. So I can't write poetry for so I did ask ChatGPT to do it because I didn't have any time to come up with something myself. But I will read it to you. It's not very good either. Happy birthday, my dear. May your smiles run deep. For a birthday treat, 4 little friends are yours to keep. It's perched by the soap with flowery hair, just waiting for you to find it there. It's soaking up sun by your swivel seat, paws crossed, looking cool and sweet. It's curled in leaves with pumpkin pride, watching the world from where it hides. Chilling with peas in its frosty nook, go take a peek, go take a look. So yeah, my little poem that ChatGPT wrote for me to hide them, so that I'm going to hide them in these locations and she has to figure out where they are. I haven't decided if I'm going to leave the poem there yet and just wait for her to find them, or if I should just send her a message with a little line every now and then. Or she'll just have to wait for this video and realise that I've hidden things in her house. Well, there we go. That's it for me this week. It's a shorter one than the last couple of weeks have been, but May, I have some really exciting stuff. May is Mermay, and there might be some knitting involved. So please stick around for next week. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you're working on. Are you working on a project as you're listening to these in the background? Let me know what it is and how you're getting on. Take care, guys.